What did he just say?
I can't say that people around them, they were too busy sniffing their own farts. Can I confidently say that Thor is a confirmed narcissist? No, because I don't have a psychology degree to back it up. What I can say, however, is that while Thor might believe the delusion that he's some uniquely gifted genius deserving to look down on everyone around him, well, for me, he's just another brilliant dick.
I can see.
Kicks? What is kicks?
Shut up. A kick is like
I love it.
If you were
So there's drama, right? And because Soggy supports the side of smearing Thor as much as possible, like maximum smearing, just discredit this guy to the max. I'm starting to get suspicious that Soggy is a piece of shit, you know? Not only he tried to collapse the Mr. Beast drama to protect Mr. Beast, not only he makes me anxious and really uncomfortable. Well, this guy actually runs a very respectable channel, even though he's a streamer. And he just needs to upload his VODs, basically. But it's still pretty good. He also live streams on YouTube. I like it. Seems fine. Again, when I checked his channel, it seemed fairly clean. And he addressed the issue fairly well, and doesn't have to be attacked whatsoever. Like, if you want to continue the drama, why would you sniff every single bad thing about pirate software? Right, what the fuck? So I'm starting to get sus vibes from this bad boy of the internet. What do you think, Deadmaus? What do you think? Because we're getting very interesting vibes already. Legendary. Legendary rat. Oh my god, bro. Yeah, this one's fucking scary, this bad boy. This might be final Deadmaus video until we're going through Jacksepticeye into Markiplier and destroying those guys, most importantly. Psych2Go is going to be a bonus meme, perhaps, for the end of the year.
Like Roadrunner, wait. Forrest Gump, tried to give a draws at a proper skunk. But sheep the hockey puck, rap gotta catch up. Everybody turn Hollywood. I said rumors, you can see my notes using Google Earth.
So what's my problem with a guy presenting all of this? Deadmaus has nothing to do with this. Let's listen to this instead. Bro's on another level. On another meme entirely.
Can't shake it off of me and my anxiety. Unhappy, no home. Keep on trying me. Is my anxiety. Or somebody's watching me. What's in that new world order?
On Justin Bieber. Bro crashed on his anxiety. Oh wow. Alright guys, before we start this video, I want you to be as relaxed as you possibly can to feel the maximum anxiety vibrating from your screen as we watch this and actually dissect the anxiety levels. Because holy shit, is this insane. Holy shit, is this not natural anymore. Holy shit, at some point, Mr. Beastification, especially of drama, it is, it's a whole nother beast. Imagine Mr. Beastifying drama. Like, I've seen drama channels and they're pretty fucking terrible. But what if you put a lot of effort into smearing one guy? As much effort, as much expertise as you possibly can muster, as you fucking go legendary. Holy shit, even I wouldn't do that in a million years. Holy shit, I have to stand on my own feet and I don't have time for this shit. But when you can build a career out of something, you have time for anything. Anything you can think of. It's unbelievable. It's time to get anxiety. What is the opening? Wow. Someone's being shot at already.
Worked as game engine and tools developer.
He already worked as game engine something, right? What? He said game engine?
As a game developer who worked as game engine and tools developer on Helldivers
Tools develop. What the hell is going on, bro? Opening scene, baby. You like that?
2, I've always had a special interest in plus programming. I watched the Cherno. Then he was physics. I just smashed my head into a wall. However,
Thank God.
one content creator pirate software. It's a concept with serious voice and big.
Now, I'm not gonna calculate smearing because that's all he's doing, basically, is discrediting a guy. It's like, you also need reasons for that, you know? You have to explain yourself. Yes, you love the initiative, but then support the initiative more than you are smearing the guy who is just against it. He just is against it, bro. It's not that deep. It's crazy to me. This is not only a hit piece, it's assassination piece. That is undeserved, and it also actually attacks the Mr. Beast assassination drama as well. That was destroyed last year. This guy assassinated the drama, the Soggy, bro. And Mr. Beast came out on Oompa channel to finally assassinate completely, even though there's still some things unclear, potentially to this day. Yeah, drama assassins like, oh, the fatality. Ooh. Anytime I get a cool word, I will deadmaus about it. Because we're having anxiety problems on this video. I will need all the other videos combined, bro. I need the coolness of Deadmaus to guide me.
Like very smart person.
People, because
Anytime information is going to be introduced that is not necessary for me to know, it's grazing anxiety of like, why do you telling me this? Do I really need to discredit everything about this man? Is it that important? Why are you doing like this? Is one of those moments where like, wow, you're a really bad person socially. Like, you're a dangerous man. Soggy, what are you doing? I probably don't want you around. I want to shut you up a little bit. Because you're fucking slinging weapons real bad. Against people who don't really deserve to be attacked right now. Like, calm down and fucking attack dog. You need a muzzle, bro. And the most problematic part about anxiety is that if he has it, look at the fucking body that he has. Like, he has a European body when he fucking can fall apart at any moment. Like a fucking moron that he is. Trying to make these internet fights, you think you're gonna fucking stand a chance? Deadmaus body slam. We're gonna do every Deadmaus video ever. No, that's not it. When the summer dies, wow. Oh my god, he's good right. Game developer, my ass. I love haters. Let's go, that's the best one. I love you, hater. Please continue.
Which then killed their entire team.
materials, because you're
Again, it doesn't matter who's wrong or right. Sometimes you just want to lower the anxiety and not be attacked immediately. Not feel the guilt, immediate guilt, because it's so disturbing. It's just bad vibes. Not every one of them you can survive. You can't handle the truth 100% of the time, is all I'm saying. And, you know, social situations are like very difficult to handle in reality. A lot of people do shady things, and they shouldn't be assassinated for it.
You attack the ocular, you stupid, dumb, moronic.
Thor
For being so toxic to a supportive viewer base for no reason whatsoever.
Don't be toxic,
I'm
bro.
not at fault there.
Killed and wasting 4 hours of time was a good thing. It made me fail my first year at university for my game development bachelor's. If you
To Blizzard for 7 years.
I know he pride in your work. Hell, I opened this video sharing that pride, and every few months, seconds of delivering democracy. Especially when my contract is making me do an ad read at the start of my video. It's designed to help you get rid of bad habits.
Oh, why do you need fume? Because you have anxiety?
1,000 customers, 1,000 investments in 30
Why do you need to vape, boy?
habits. This is the perfect. And if he wasn't so condescending whenever someone.
Move.
Nonetheless, I never quite felt like making a video on him because everything bad he did always seemed trivially obnoxious in itself, but
he attacked your favorite
that's what
thing!
he has done to an initiative I deeply get.
Do you guys hear?
Now those toxic
Because we can amplify the voice.
instances form the pattern, not just
There you
plaguing
go.
Thor, but one reminding me of every
Games.
Stop killing game.
He responded 10 months ago, explaining how it's tough to just mess with the government in general, and asked for these initiatives to do something. Like, the minimum wage initiative was probably killing the economy worldwide. Minimum wage, you'd think it's fucking harmless, like people have to be paid. Businesses scam so fucking much, and the funny thing is, competition diminishes, and businesses can still fire you and can still not hire you, basically, because they don't see value in you in particular. And all of a sudden, minimum wage, even though it was a nice proposition by the people, it has destroyed the economy. It is the worst thing that ever fucking happened. You just never know. When you're dealing with the government and whatever the fuck you're asking of the government, you never know what the consequences are actually going to be. Yes, consumers want value for their money, but that's a very vicious way of doing it. Of preserving games. It's just like, it's everything about it is so stupid. And the guy actually explained it very well. Well, this guy is making us an assassination piece instead of actually compiling some kind of proper take. He's gonna give you something, but I'm sorry, bro. It's not even mentioned. These things are never mentioned by anyone. It just says misinformation. Everyone says that. Even though I understand exactly what is trying to be said. And my take is that it's pointless. You can preserve games, and you can find other games to play. And multiplayer games, they cannot be preserved, period. Because you cannot force people to play multiplayer games. So you cannot recreate experiences that can only be felt by 20 people. If 20 people consent to play the game, you know? Plus, government cannot handle servers, you know? Yes, there are shady business practices that government can attack any moment, but it's not worth chasing that either, because we can do it better. We can just not buy games that we don't believe in, not support companies that we don't believe in, and just constantly remind people not to do that. So I don't believe in the initiative whatsoever. It is fucking pointless. And I understand why Pirate Software, as a dude on the other side, would go above and beyond to try and stop the whole movement, is just because he's lonely. You know, it's loneliness. You don't understand all the social factors that go into this. He's lonely. He's a lone warrior against this movement. Someone has to resist it, and he became the talking point for a reason, because he's a fucking lone warrior. That's the whole fucking point. Same goes with iDubbbz. Nobody's gonna go after H3 and have a chance to defeat H3. But iDubbbz went against him and fucking made a killing blow to his career. These lone warriors cannot be underestimated. When I watch this video, I do feel like, oh my god, so many things about pirate software were said, like, wow, it really discredits. But it's the public appearance that matters. The private shit is sludge and cannot be trusted that easily. Whatever happens on stream, there's a lot of shit that happens on stream, okay? It's anxiety. And he's using that anxiety to discredit people. I'm sorry, bro, you're causing anxiety for everyone right now. You're doing too much,
Game
bro.
publishers have making it so that if one day from everyone who has ever bought their games,
Yeah, there is a problem when companies do shady things, but they do it all the time. And they have to be boycotted for that, not asking government to somehow save the day. Because there's no clear way of doing it. We just gotta trust these things less, learn how to preserve video games through making content about them, or making our own video games that compete against these big-ass corporations that are fucking greedy, right?
anytime for any reason or for no reason with or without notice, a state
Yeah, because they must be able to ban you. They must be able to take away your game if you are being a nuisance in an online world where you are destroying other people's experience when they try to play the game. That's literally the rule of online play. Like, the company has a right to revoke your subscription if you are a cheater or just a harmful user in general. They have to have that right, unfortunately, my guy. And all of a sudden, the consequences could be that every online game is either cheated and then nobody can do anything about it, or people stop making them in general. That's something that the guy actually acknowledged immediately. But these people can't seem to resonate anymore. And most of the time, people will shut their ears and no longer listen to a guy who got fucking character assassinated, even though he's a lone warrior. He should be respected for his point of view, not used and abused. Holy shit, man. The internet is scummy as fuck. And for Soggy to actually be on this side of the internet, of the scum internet side, holy shit, I did not expect that, guys.
30 days in advance. Assassination
Again, I was sad for like a few moments of like, I can't play my favorite card game, ES Legends. It's discontinued, the servers are down, and it's gone. And I'm like, why was it not successful? It was such a fucking good game. How did it fail? That was my problem, but, you know, rest in pieces. I made a lot of content, and I feel proud of myself. I preserved the legacy of Elder Scrolls Legends personally. And in my heart, if I have a chance to recreate the game, I will do it. That's what you do as a game developer. You avenge your dead parents. You avenge your dead experiences. That is just brutal, honest life. And who is going to inspire you to go and fight and be a game developer? Who's going to do it? This guy. This guy is going to say, make video games. This is how you become a game developer. This is how you upload on which platform so people can see your game. And it doesn't matter whether you're lacking one particular skill. You can still make it, you know? He's pushing these people forward. He's not a bad guy by any means. He's the one that actually is going to help us go into the future and get better games who don't fucking use this practice. We will support the indie developers more, and it's just the reality that we should support. Painting this guy as a villain is like the worst thing we could possibly be doing right now. Stop killing games and pirate software. Thank you very much.
They
Stop
can
killing both of
guarantee
those
their
things.
games will contain this agreement at any time for a million registered players who now initiative, with its current goal being to introduce.
Why did he do that? Just because of the crew? How did he got inspired? Accursed farms. Wow. That is a normal thing. Completely normal. Definitely not some internet curse laid upon some dude. UK edition. He is spamming almost? So did he actually play the damn thing? No, he's just talking about a bunch of dead games. Which is cool, you know? Like, you get to talk about it and you move on. Because there are games that do deserve your attention. But this sort of like, I need to necromancy on my dead parents. I need to preserve them, basically. I need to put them on life support. Now you're becoming a fucking whole supervillain at this point. Like one of those New Vegas creatures on life support. Holy shit, this guy. This is the final boss, pretty much. Fucking corpse on life support. This is what you want, my friends. This is what you're asking for. You want games on life support. The funny thing is, I literally have entangled myself with AdventureCraft, which also needed life support. A lot of people feel nostalgic for no particular reason. It's just nostalgia happens, you know, because people experience things and they want to remember those things as best as they can. But you can also almost ruin your memories by trying to play the game that you already completed. You can ruin your memories. It's nice to just remember things, you know, like good old days. We just remember how it used to be, how we got our first kiss, our first date. We just remember, and our brains can actually function like that. But no, we were really anxious to preserve the games because we're so nostalgic about all these little things that we did. All these insignificant, unproductive. The dude just looks creepy. Like, out of just the looks alone, you would go for the big chungus, bro, with the deep voice. You know, like, fuck yeah, dude. There's nothing more Deadmaus than this whole fucking drama, isn't it? The ultimate Deadmaus drama right here. We have it. It's literally this. A game dying and people trying to preserve a dead game is like, wow. You got it. Preservation of dead... just things. Let's see what we get from Deadmaus again. Griefers, yes, we got that. Professional griefers again. Take care of the proper paperwork. Oh my god, no! No! This is glitch. Holy Jesus, bro. This is pure glitch level. Paperwork, bitch. Oh my god. Oh, this is ominous, bro. Soggy is in a lot of trouble. The vibes are not on his side. Wow, this is some crazy shit. This is gonna be a treat. I'm gonna leave it in the end of the video. We're gonna listen to that shit. Wow.
Runs a
We got the
YouTube
best
channel,
one
accursed.
yet.
Being
Stop
legislation
killing
that
games! Let me have a half-dead version of a game instead. I want to play games so badly. You will tell the government that you like playing games? I wouldn't do that if I were
prevents
you.
publishers from leaving it down.
Last time government had to deal with games is to decide, obviously, the gambling thing, but also, is there violence in video games? And yes, there technically is. People have to be mindful to not engage in violence in video games and not to be toxic in video game environment. Like, it's just something you have to be mindful of. This thing can trip your brain pretty badly. But the thing is, when you play video games, you are sort of disarmed. You're not engaging in more and more violent behavior, progressively violent. You're actually getting disarmed. That's why a lot of correlation happens with reduction of crime when people are into video games. And that's great. I can definitely see that. Violent video games are technically very acceptable for society. Because we give violent people something to do. We block them from doing violence that they like to do. But not everyone is buying into this, especially when women are saying of like, oh, little baby playing video games. That's what they do. Even though it's actually, that's the harmful part. Making video games somehow like inherently wrong because you're not productive. We should all enjoy them collectively and socially and openly talk about it, but we also should demand some kind of productivity at the same time. without the introduction of demoralizing people because they play video games or calling them nerds, incels, all that shit, right? It's happening, and we will have to shut down that narrative. That's the more important narrative to shut down, not fucking dead video games. It just shows how fucking desperate we are. How weak we are as gamers.
And to even
And this guy would never catch up on that because he's busy fucking digging around some pirate's ass. Getting up some pirate's ass. You know, it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. You're not paying attention to, like, the more important things here.
signatures. Now, I care deeply. And the petition, not
Definitely anxiety to click sign petition. I did it.
only because I still believe in being
Again, you have so many video games to choose from. Just because you lose one of them, you will avoid the company and the company will shut down. And when they ask, why did you not buy our video games? You know exact reason why you were insecure about playing those particular video games who got canceled by a particular company. It's just like, it's pretty obvious, right? It's just pure competition, and competition cannot be assisted that easily without, rigging the competition. It's nasty. People should just acknowledge and embrace the competitive spirit of, like, this video game is good, this is going to be a good video game because it's made by a honest game developer, all that shit.
But even if I didn't, I still believe in basic consumer rights. A publisher shouldn't.
When dealing with online games, you're almost dealing with the same license agreement of that you're not going to republish the game, that the game can die, that the music can die because you cannot repost this anywhere else. And if I take down my channel, I can still continue taking down anyone who's reposting my music and my music videos. Even though my music video disappeared, never to be seen again, I can also prevent people from reposting it. I have the right to kill my own content and copyright strike everyone who try to revive the content. I have that right. That's a consumer right. That's a creator right, to be exact. Creators also have rights, unfortunately. I know, it's very unfortunate. To kill their own babies. Basically, abortion of creation, abortion. No matter how much you fucking love my baby. If you want game, make your own game. That should be the fucking status quo.
To the shareholders anymore. And I wish to believe most people using pirate software.
It's incredibly important to me that we keep making games. And
Yeah, and it's actually against the narrative of keep games alive. No, we have to keep making. If a game dies, it's behind us, we can make a new one. It's that simple. Like, what the fuck? That's the completely opposite narrative, my guy.
that the next generation has the tools to do so that our medium doesn't die out.
Yeah, and the tools have to increase in quality as well. Simple. And that means that the next generation is going to be able to make even better games.
And it never will.
Attaching yourself to something and hoping to keep it alive forever is the dumbest thing. And I've seen it. I had to deal with it personally. I had to serve these motherfuckers who wanted free things from me. I had to serve them, bro. With my bare hands. With my own hands. Of creating something, and I had to still revive my own projects for all these fucking leeches who had sentimental attachments. Oops, you know? And now they villainize me because I stopped giving a fuck that much. And my friend that used to hang out with me surrounding this topic left me because there was a fucking AdventureCraft graveyard. Someone trying to revive the AdventureCraft again and again. The same story continues. And it's like, keep trying, you know? I'll check it out if you revive the whole thing. Inform me about it. I'm very curious. I want to know what's going on. But they just banned me. These motherfuckers, they don't give a fuck. They're trying to revive AdventureCraft in expense of banning me, a person who actually cares. So you don't fucking care. I love that this drama is
And
pretty
that's
spicy,
the whole
though.
intention of all of this.
Wait, he said what 5 later?
This is shit. Oh shit, no, this is actually really dumb. That's awful, dude.
Why? Thor not just critic. There wasn't such a conflict
Oh, and misinformation,
of
guys.
interest. See, the initiative keep higher player retention, multiplayer games, and a single player.
Again, the anxiety arises when we're talking about games because we're talking about, like, this sort of media that I will never touch. I just bought myself a retro console, and I want little tiny games that I can enjoy, and I don't have to, like, deal with all this anxiety of, like, oh my god, my computer cannot run this at 60 FPS. Oh my god, look at all this shit happening on the screen. Look at all this graphics that I will never be able to reproduce. Oh my god, my anxiety just fucking rises to insanity.
Keep
bro.
higher player retention, and amongst
Just looking all this shit. All this shit that I don't want to download into my computer. I don't want to deal with it. Maybe I was able to download Oblivion Remastered, but it immediately fucking slapped me in the face and deleted itself because it's unplayable garbage that's repackaged old game with new graphics, and it's completely useless to me.
other categories, single
Because I don't care about graphics
player
at all.
games who now
I want the games to be playable.
us.
And this guy attacked even this part of the Thor behavior. I'm just like, yeah, he's known for doing this because he needs to write down his thoughts. I do the same exact thing. The first time I saw him, I'm like, wow, I resonate. He's doing my thing, you know? He's using the blackboard, but in a shitty blackboard. His blackboard has to be upgraded. Influence Tracker, baby. Influence Tracker 5 will introduce a better blackboard for all of us. Influence Tracker 4 will be released very soon with a little bit of gaming experience. And most importantly, transparency. Look at this transparency, bro. I'm walking across his blackboard like I'm a main character.
Player games to have DRM.
Which was too vague that
Yeah, it's dangerous, my guy. It is fucking dangerous to deal with the government in vague language, in extensive language. You want to just boil down your initiative in 2 sentences. If you cannot do that, you're dealing with the devil, and the devil is in the details, my guy. And most importantly, if something happens, don't forget that corporations are greedy anyways, and they might be able to misuse the new tool that has been enforced onto them, the new rule that has been enforced. They might still be able to work around it or even sue a bunch of tiny developers if they cannot produce paperwork. Remember that one? Paperwork?
we'd ruin live service.
And yes, it's vague language because it's technical and it's game development jargon that most government people will not be able to comprehend. They're old people. Just talking proper language. Like, what the fuck? When you say there's gambling in games, it's obvious. When you say there's violence in games, it's obvious. Like, what the fuck are you talking about when you say stop killing games? Like, what's going on? Are games dying? They're bleeding all over your fucking carpet? Fucking degenerate.
Service games, little tiny toddler.
That video made me.
From Pirate Software's video.
Alright, let's read it. Let's see how it goes. There's not much being said here, to be honest.
To
Incredibly disingenuous.
But, because I had to fucking read the damn thing, and I don't like reading in video games, I skip reading.
It's
Ross
Anxiety rises.
God, it was profitable and has been advocating against killing games for at least 6 years.
Yeah, I mean, we should just recognize it as such and not play games like that. All kinds of corporations are doing crazy levels of scams. They're pulling some crazy shit, and if we try to ask the government to regulate this stuff, we would still be in dark waters. Because we can't just take control over everything. We cannot just hope for everything to be better just because we want it really bad. Just like with Hytale, it's very similar drama. Because it's evolution of Hytale, apparently. Apparently, guys. Hytale literally can't come out is the greatest constipation social experiment of all time, to the point of cancellation of like, no, I don't want to constipate anymore. But while this is happening, Hytale was siphoning all of the attention for itself instead of you know, people looking at other games to look at, to talk about. All of the YouTubers just focused on Hytale and nothing else was talked about. It's so sad. No voxel games were discussed properly. Even though I found a very, very good one, you know, that did the thing. Voxel. It's a good one. It's not perfect. It really needs to be improved as a game. As an engine, it looks very solid. Most importantly, it runs smoothly on my computer and it's really good looking as well. Really fast loading times, just beautiful stuff. And very inspiring to me personally. But we're not going to talk about it. I have to do all the fucking heavy lifting to try and steer away from, you know, scams like that. Video games are going to die and we can't cry about it. We have to move on to the next best thing.
Against killing games. See, but Thor works as a...
Again, let's not forget that we can paint anyone as a villain. Anyone. If we really want to. This is why the assassination attempt is like, what are you trying to do here? Is it really that bad? Is the initiative really so important? And I just don't think it is. I don't think he even actually explained of like,
for no reason,
what did he lost in the gaming world? Because this is the topic about losing games that you used to play, that you used to be attached to so much. So Soggy did not actually put down of like, this game I lost and I can't play it anymore. He didn't actually contribute to the clarity of like what he wants personally from this initiative. He just vaguely added, but there's no emotional value of like, wow, you lost this game. That's really bad. Losing Elder Scrolls Legends is like the worst loss you could possibly have. It's such a simple card game. It is crazy to me that it needed some kind of like high level server stability or something to keep it running. But technically your collection is tied to like an online account and all that. You would think it's a pretty tough decision to make, but it's a big loss for me. And even I'm not mad. I don't need an initiative to try and keep it alive in some kind of form which would be potentially unplayable anyways. Because it's a card game, it requires 2 players. I played solo arena though, so there's a reason to keep this game alive as a solo arena type of experience. But at the same time, I actually want to take an L. I want this game to die, to remember it as the best card game that ever lived, you know? To actually go to a graveyard and visit a game that died, and like, I want to remember it. I don't want to chase the high anymore. I don't want to waste time on it. I want to move forward and hope, in hopes that I can make even better card game myself. The funny thing is, this guy is a professional game developer in a way, which also means he's a fucking loser, because game development is usually started as a hobby, not as a career choice. You have to have passion. When you're an artist, you have to have passion, otherwise you're creating soulless material. And guess what? A lot of soulless material happens to die. That's what. That's right. It happens to die. And we should just enjoy it and celebrate the death of video games sometimes. Let it die, instead of panicking about it.
It's usually not to create or profitable. Now at the time the initiative published,
So now we don't know. Like, what? Thor has ties to some kind of game that he's trying to protect? Did he uncover some shadiness that we supposed to know about?
Eat my entire ass.
I'd recommend watching Ross's video if you want more details on just how
Yeah, probably would watch his video instead.
far Pirate Software went to boycott this entire is firstly how after all pulled down on most of what he said, even though he
Yeah, but like, tell me.
seeking him. But
Tell me what a person did to get banned. We'll never know,
but
guys.
also how he tried to
Critiquing.
guys it.
Aw. He's a lone fighter and he can block anyone he wants because he's a fucking lone fighter. He has to pick his enemies very carefully. At some point, not blocking, like, what do you want from him? It's pure greed. Why are you blocking this and that person and this person over here? He can choose to fight as much narrative as he wants. He doesn't have to defend the whole thing, but obviously everyone is going to try and tear him apart in hopes that there's nobody else who would stand in their way. Because they just want to protect games. Of course. Reduce anxiety a little bit. Oh shit! It's giving me the Dungeon Siege vibes. Some games just die without even a chance to be remembered. That they were scummy, you know? We're literally giving so much light and attention to the scummy games and scummy game developers. Wow, they really need all this attention when we could be actually enjoying going into the past of like really cool games that need to tell a new story that maybe after 10 years they can actually become something else, transcend into a new form. But no, we're wasting our fucking time dealing with this fucking drama right now. I'm trying not to waste my time, obviously. I'm trying to be the guy who prioritizes the right things, because that's the danger. It's so easy to go into the back line of everything and choose a side. It's so easy. But the reality is you have to balance things out significantly.
Here.
And not choose the easiest side, the most consumer-friendly side. Because consumers like to eat things, and sometimes they like to eat people.
Because I don't want to watch that. But when
Let's eat this guy,
we're
everyone
talking about a
decided.
legal setting to that direction.
But he is smart and he's resilient. He can handle this. It's very badass right now that he's able to withstand this much pressure.
Just doesn't want indie developers experiencing the guy who, unbeknownst to most,
You're going to lose.
maybe I should talk about OnlyFans in World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore again enough to care about any of that. It's forces actively wasting them while running away from anyone critiquing him.
Because they're goddamn insane.
Insta-blocked. No! We should cry about it as well. Stop killing Twitter users.
Right, even
Another person, like you were doing earlier? Yeah.
he eventually got kicked out of and exposed, acted like a friend.
It's a fucking game. I don't give a fuck. Anything beyond that, even a little bit of drama out of a game is still a play. Still a big boy play.
Agile Ego Toddler getting reprimanded for sticking crazy streamer cookies controversy, or executed as a cockroach.
As much as you're
MC80 game, which is similar to copyright striking on YouTube,
He blocks everyone and he doesn't like criticism. Oh man.
Of course.
Well, he's being portrayed as a roach. And his voice is being used in the video game. He taught the guy a lesson if his claim was successful. That you don't disrespect people like this. Alright?
he falls 80 game, ask
Some people you don't disrespect.
Video game, showed a bunch of videos of it, and then put
the case to fight Pirate Software's false claim for real in the description if you're interested. But the situation down.
Don't expect a person who's being portrayed as a roach to not clap back at you. Like you playing a dangerous game, you're playing the internet game of disrespect. Don't fucking expect to just sit there and just like have a laugh as you take a chunk of someone's reputation. Also, he's doing it in behalf of everyone else as well who has been attacked because they're a streamer. Yes, I hate streamers too, but my pirate guy is a good YouTuber, at least. Acceptable content creator, and does not deserve this shit.
Engine and tools.
Anxiety because I have to backtrack right now. I already missed something I wanted to see.
Parody game ridiculing embarrassing streamer moments, such as.
And he got attention that he wanted so badly. You know? Ridiculing.
A Pokemon for.
I know parodies exist, but, you know, it's It's annoying to see shit like this being glorified somehow.
that he was using.
who then took the case to fight Pirate Software's false claim free of charge. Which
Of course he did. It's free of charge, guys. Because now you get publicity. Let's not pretend that this is such a fucking honorable move by anyone. Except my microphone is trying to run away right now.
he finally dropped the DMCA.
See, he's a nice guy. He dropped it.
He lied about
It's our first time out here at Denver Comic Con, and there's
What the? Why are you showing on alt clip? He literally showed other clips where he's having a proper voice. Now it's getting fucking seriously cumbersome to watch. He talks about nepotism and other issues here in this place, in this video. So a lot of it is addressed.
audience to match report players he dislikes.
He began assaulting
Yeah, because he's a content creator. He's a completely different level. Mass reports.
Lobby
Proof, he even fakes his voice
There's allegations with proof. Oh my god, that's crazy. People's voices can get deeper over time, too.
to
Wow.
sound deeper.
it's our first time out here at Denver Comic Con, and
Bitch. All of this can eat shit then.
He's lying to make himself look better. What are you? You think he
You kind of have to adhere to your own image. You can't just trample on your own ego. You can't let other people trample that shit. Like, what? And now it's lying to make yourself... Oh no, I have to assassinate his character after all. He's way too powerful in his true form.
Why does he
I don't need to argue about the initiative or anything. I have to just attack this guy in particular, I've decided. And he's has such an extensive, juicy past that I have to dig into right now. Stop killing shitty content creators is how I want to be treated, you know? I want everyone to try and stop me from dead-mousing these motherfuckers. But you're not a streamer last time I checked, and maybe we could find dirt about you too, if you were a streamer. Who would have thought, right? That you have a fucking extra privilege all of a sudden. Like, if you were in the middle of drama, would you not block anyone at all? You do something better with your life? Because blocking is a genuine way of doing something to make yourself feel better. Whatever, right? But it's just like, you're not gonna convince anyone, right? And now it's out of the bag. He might still continue blocking because he don't give a fuck about you. You don't want to listen to you anymore. Or you genuinely say something really evil. Or really obnoxious and really repetitive. Yeah, block is completely normal. But this guy is demonizing that shit, creating anxiety. Anxiety that he doesn't even know that he's creating. Of like, anytime someone would want to block someone else, they would have anxiety of like, should I do that? Or is it a bad thing? They're just criticizing me. They're just criticizing me, bro.
get to enforce throughout the online game
look at how crazy this guy
dev
is.
community?
I worked at Blizzard for
Because his dad had an important role there.
He was this.
For someone constantly critiquing others, his code, while potentially good in other roles, is fucking terrible for game development. Fucking hated it. That made me develop imposter syndrome. So
Then why are you doing it on everyone else?
I couldn't stand seeing ego trippers like that, incapable of dealing with criticism.
No, he banned people, so he must be incapable of dealing with criticism. Ban is not capacity to deal with criticism, is you don't want them around, you're disqualified. Everyone has their own rules of how they ban people, and last time I checked, I have been blocked or rejected by so many fucking women, and I don't cry about it because that's a big boy thing to do, right? But why criticism? Why can we receive attention from women instead of fucking criticism, right? Where's the good stuff? Where's the good side of the story? Fucking degenerate, bro. Criticism is so important. You have to receive it in your mail every fucking day when you wake up. You gotta check your mail. Don't block anyone. Don't burn your fucking mailbox, you fucking asshole. You can't even deal with criticism. Alright, Soggy, you got your fucking criticism. Let's see how people deal with criticism by attacking me right now. Yeah, let's see it. Let's see it. Because no one's criticizing you. in particular. Until today!
Were unable to
baby.
function in a team often that they gave them the nickname Brilliant Dicks. Because they act brilliant, but really they're just dicks.
And that's fine.
That's
Maybe that's fine.
awful, dude. Eat my entire
That's not all. No!
ass.
Just know
I don't like ass. Just half an ass, please.
that if you were like such individuals and ended up feeling
Receiving end right now. Oh my god, he's the victim.
inferior because of it, yet at the end,
That's
I ended
nice.
up
He shows some cool shit.
completing challenge. Can I confidently
But
say
where are you now? Where is your game, boy? You have so much entanglement in the game industry, but you don't have game to show for? Like, show us your skills then. Okay, cool. I'm waiting.
narcissist?
Instead of prioritizing his skills to show his skills, to take this moment, he's just mentioning that. And potentially it's gonna die. It's gonna die. The irony, bro.
No, 'cause
that skill is gonna be mentioned once and die forever. Thor has actually pulled out of something that every consumer wants to see his skills, right? All of us would want that, right? Oh, you have skills 3 shows to us. Wow. Look at that. You have skills of assassinating someone's character after all. Beautiful. I feel so soggy after this one. With anxiety.
I can't say however, is that while
That's soggy.
Thor might believe the delusion that he's some uniquely gifted
Soggy.
genius deserving to look down on everyone around him. Well, for me,
Yeah, look down.
he's just another brilliant dick.
I can see
Legendary rat is how I would
how
describe
easy
it.
it is, originally, to gain
Yeah. And it's perfect ending as well.
money on the internet.
Yeah,
I
so
don't ever even want to get near that.
Yes, he wants money on the internet, and
The safety of their...
you gotta buy the wapey way.
I'm glad they...
Aww. How about make a fucking game and then sell your game? How about have 100% ownership of where the money comes from? No, you don't want that? You don't want to use your genuine skills that you're fucking mentioning, but we don't get to see that in real life? Yeah. Fuck you, Soggy. And I'm glad it worked out that way, bro. Because that guy was against the initiative to bring Mr. Beast on his knees. He stopped the entire Dogpack gang, bro. And we might be able to bring it back to life again. Without the fucking Soggy ruining everything. I'll leave you guys with the footage, nostalgic footage of a game I used to play. The first, like, 3-dimensional RPG that I was into. That was created by someone else. Someone else revived Dungeon Siege for me. Because the original Dungeon Siege would be fucking boring and stupid. This was crazy. I made a video about this as well. Spiral Tower. But with this soundtrack. You gotta hunt them one by one. Because handling even 2 of them is so difficult. The character cannot stop for a moment. Like, literally, one got knocked out. Gotta lure them in, one by one. Everyone else is like a healer, pretty much. This is a skeleton. If it dies, it doesn't matter too much. The mouse is always healing the skeleton. You can see the mouse is the sword. And it died. Everyone died, bro. Loading. How did it happen? It was just one of them. What? Oh no, it's 2 now. You can pause the game, sure. That's where they're going. Usually I look from this point of view, and now then when they get up, they get the Dungeon Siege soundtrack. It's the best reward ever. Did it actually not give it on a tower itself? Okay. That's what makes it so watched. Yeah, you're technically on the top of the mountain, but you're fighting like the last fight. So you get to see it after all.